Hi guys, how are we doing? It's been a number of weeks since I've posted. I've not posted now since prior to when I went away on holiday. It's Mark Smallpage, My Life Balance, 6 a.m. Club. Although at the moment it's not 6 a.m, it's the evening. It's just gone just after 7:30 on a Thursday evening. And I just felt the need to post and to reach out there to you guys, anyone that may benefit. A couple of days ago, it was Mental Health Day. And to be honest with you, I didn't realise until probably later on that morning it was Mental Health Day. We mentioned it at work. We were doing some things from safeguarding, and obviously it came a lot on social media. And it's got me thinking the last couple of days about it and what it means and what's the purpose. And first and foremost, I just want to share my experiences with you in order to help others out there if I can, and to really relay the message that there is help, there is support, and everyone does matter. You know, you all matter as individuals. So let me just start by saying a little bit about my health. Mental health is one of those subjects where it's a lot more open now, you know, especially since lockdown. And I've suffered, if you like, or I've had mental health problems, if you like, issues, areas that I've had to develop for many years. And there's no particular reason why. You always think it was a trigger point why certain things happen. And I remember being very anxious from being very young sort of kid at school, from, you know, under the age of 10. And that sort of manifested right the way through. And I do now suffer from anxiety. I get stressed quite easily. And occasionally that has sort of led into depression. I don't mind admitting that. You know, I'm quite open talking about that. And since I came back from holiday in early September, I've got out of my morning routine because I got very relaxed when I was on holiday. I was getting up a little bit later. And I've got out of that routine for a couple of weeks, and it has a major effect on me because I'm not structured. I'm not having that morning routine. I'm not doing my exercise, although I am doing my exercise in the morning, but a lot later. I'm not giving myself that time and structure. So going back to it, sort of mental health and Mental Health Day, why do we have it? And I think it's really apparent now that if there's something wrong in terms of you cut yourself or you have a external injury to your body, you can go to the doctor, or you can go to A&E, you go to hospital, get it repaired. You know, if you get a cut, you need stitches, needs a plaster, job done. If you've got something wrong internally, you can go and have examinations, and you can have a doctor look after you, sort out the problem. But mental health is a real weird one because you can't physically see it. You can't see somebody's mental health. And that's why it is so important to talk. It really is. And if you're feeling something inside, relay it, open it out, talk to one another, help each other, and be supportive. And it's one of those things where you might think someone's absolutely fine, but you might notice subtle changes in their behaviour and how they're coming across. They're slightly irritable, or they're a little bit withdrawn, or they're not able to focus properly. If you've got a colleague who you work with, perhaps they're looking a little bit unkempt. They might be looking as tidy as they normally do. They might be shaving if it's a guy. They might be dressing smartly if they usually do. And just those little signs, and just ask someone if they're okay. And for me, I've done a lot of sort of soul searching for many years, and thought why I get my mental health, or why I have, you know, bouts of mental health myself, where I suffer from anxiety. Like I say, I get stressed quite easily, and I think in some ways I do have sort of traits of ADHD, definitely. Can I see the sort of formation of ADHD and what that entails? And yeah, I definitely tick some of those boxes. So I think it's the way my mind works and how I am programmed, if you like. But rather than saying the why, it's what to do when you do start to feel those anxiety and feel those doubts and you really are struggling. Always reach out. Always talk to someone. And remember, you do matter. everyone matters. And if you need to have that discussion, there's someone to talk to. Do not leave it bottled up. Do not leave it alone. And there's the old sort of saying, oh, tomorrow's another day. And that is so true. And the darkness does pass, and you will see eventually light. And it doesn't happen overnight, but you've just got to make those small little changes. You know, look after you, be aware of your health, be aware how you're feeling, and make that conscious effort. Get my words out again. And it's really difficult, because unless you've experienced bouts of poor mental health, if you've been depressed, if you're suffering from anxiety and you find the day-to-day struggles real, unless you've actually experienced it, you can't possibly relate. You might relay little things. You have a bad day, you may have a bad week, but when you do have issues in terms of your mental health, it is hard, and you have to take those small little steps. And those incremental steps are important. It's looking after you, getting that structure, having a routine, and you must exercise, because those endorphins are released in your brain as well, so you do feel a little bit better about yourself. And it's a case of get outside sometimes, get in the air, you know, get outside, get that air in your body and breathe. And remember that things will pass. You know, we're all put on this earth for a reason. And I do believe that each of us has a purpose, and we all matter. So if you are going through any problem mentally at all, yes, it's 2 days away, or 2 days ago, should I say, that was Mental Health Day. And remember that you do matter, and there's always someone to talk to. And even if I've not met anybody, you know, I'm quite happy to have that dialogue and chat if someone needs to reach out and they feel they've got no one to reach out to, because you do sometimes feel very alone. And that is a feeling that, remember, there's always someone there, there's always someone to talk to. And if you look statistics now, I'm not going to quote anything because I've not done any research on it, but if you look at mental health, especially among not only sort of women but guys, especially in the age of sort of 35 to 50, you know, you'll find there's a really high complex level of people that perhaps even take their own lives, that are struggling, that go off work because of anxiety, from stress, whatever that might be. And we all suffer. There's so many of us in this world that do suffer, but we can help ourselves by opening up and talking and being honest about it. If you'd asked me to talk like this a couple of years ago, I'd have said no way, you know. And two of those factors are because of embarrassment, because of shame, and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't sort of open a dialogue and talk about it because I find it's too personal, and I don't want other people to know. But what I do want to put the message across, that mental health day a couple of days ago, you know, every day is worth it, and every day will get better, even if it's those small percentages, and that makes a massive difference on the long run. So remember, keep that focus and keep the belief, and you will get there, you will get out of it. And do not be afraid to talk. Open up, discuss it. And if you've got any friends or you've got any family that you think actually they haven't behaved themselves in a normal manner or behaving in a normal manner, pick up the phone, go round to see them, drop them a message, you know, because they might want to come out, they might want to feel social, they might want to feel they want to be reclusive and sort of stay away from individuals, stay away from friends, stay away from family. If that's the case, reach out, help them, support them, because that's what matters. It's that talking, it's that communicating, and it will get better. So that's it from me. It's one of those ones where I hope this sort of reaches somebody out there that can benefit from what I've just said. And remember, we all matter, and you are worthy, and you are someone that is going to make